Good morning. It's a beautiful day. Yes, it is. Well, kind of. I wanted to talk about my subscribers who really want to do this lifestyle. Do it if you want to. But I'm not here to sell you van life. I'm here to explain van life. I'm here to show van life. If it is a lifestyle that you think you could handle, then I'm here to help you in as many ways as I can to make it easier for you. Because I watch Bob Wells. It is not an easy lifestyle. It is not a fantasy. It's not running on the beach in bikinis every day or living on the beach. That's not what it's about. It is daily survival, just like you do in your apartment. Daily living, cooking, cleaning. You have extra things you have to do in a van. And many times people try to shame you about living in a vehicle. They don't understand it, they don't like it, and you're out of the norm. You have to put up with a lot. You're moving around in a vehicle. It's a tiny area. There are additional things that you have to do. Unless you build the van in with a toilet and a shower, you have to sponge bathe every day. It takes a long time to do that. You have to set up your systems so that you brush your teeth every morning. You take your pills every morning. If I brush my teeth, that means I took my pills, because I immediately take my pills out with my toothbrush. They're both together, so I never forget my pills. But that you would do that in an apartment. You have to dump your urine buckets and your poop bags, and or if you're in an RV, then you download all that stuff into a thing. I forget what you call it. Since I don't do it. So it's not a fantasy. I think people have this idea in their head. It would be nice to roam, and it would be nice to do this and that. And then other people have scary stuff, like, oh, I might get killed, or someone might wake up. Life is all about that. You could get killed in your house, in your apartment, in a parking lot when you're shopping. It isn't, to me, it isn't scarier to be in a van than it is to be in a normal house. I'm just not afraid. I meet so many really nice people on the road. Now, I've met a lot of nasty people, so don't get me wrong, but I have more good than I have bad on the road. I like living in tiny areas. You have to adjust. This is a tiny, tiny area. And if you're living in a car, it's even smaller. I don't know how people live in a car, but I know you can do it. I've seen them, so I know you can do it. But the lifestyle, I'm not trying to sell you, but I am telling you about it. If you are forced out of your house, out of where you live, you're forced to live in a vehicle, there are many of us who are willing to help you figure out some of this stuff. Much of it you're going to have to figure out yourself. Like someone said to me, well, how do you get your medication? Walmart has a pharmacy. They're all over the United States. Easy. How do you see your doctors? I make appointments. And I'm always in the area when my appointments due. I plan. You have to plan your life in a van. If you have doctor's appointments or and you can't plan everything. I lost a filling, or I lost this, or I lost... Then you have to have an emergency dentist or emergency... You just can't plan everything in your life. You think you can, but that doesn't mean that plan's going to come through. Okay? And the same in van life. You're going to have emergencies. You're going to have breakdowns. You're going to have the same thing in your house. A roof leak, or, the fence blown over. Something. It's the same in every life. It's just a different lifestyle. We're all living the life. We're all working at trying to make a best, keep a roof over our head, which I consider my van. Many of you don't. Many call it homeless. Many call it houseless. I don't even think about it. It's natural to me. It's what I've been doing for 4 years, going on 5. It's natural for me to do this. It's harder since heart surgery. I will not try to fool you. It's much harder right now. I don't have my strength. I have damaged I have been lifting too much, pulling myself in. I might get in and out of this van 30 times a day. It doesn't work when you've had heart surgery. You have to figure out different ways to deal with everything. So I would not suggest starting out right after heart surgery in van life. You better know what you're doing before you go into van life before heart surgery. So I'm here just to tell you that we're more than willing. Many YouTubers show you our lifestyle, show you how to do it. Maybe it will help someone, maybe it won't. I don't want anybody living in a van who doesn't want to be there. I don't want anybody having to live in a vehicle who doesn't want to be there. But it's happening. And it's young. It's not just one age group. I think seniors, everybody goes, oh, it's worse for seniors. I don't know. I don't really know if it is. I haven't seen enough statistics on how many seniors are homeless, and maybe I need to research that. I know I'm meeting a lot of young people. I just met a couple in their 20s, and they can't find jobs. There's a reason, but they're still sweet. They're still very nice to me. I don't feel threatened by them. They're living in a car. Well, they just got a Suburban, so it was a smaller car. Now it's a Suburban. And I'm working with them to give them stuff to help them make their life a little bit easier. There's 2 people living in a Suburban. So it's not easy for anybody right now. Young, old, middle-aged, it's tough. It's tough. So van life or vehicle life, whatever you want to call it, is an option. And if you want to learn about it, you can. If you want to ask me a question, I will try to answer it. I have so much time, just like you, and I might take a little longer, but just be patient and give me the time, and I'll probably answer you if I can, if I have the answer. Bob Wells shows you a tremendous amount of stuff. Remember something. I made huge mistakes when I started. Everybody does. I talked to Donna, even the lady I'm camping with. Oh, I bought this and I saw this on Bob Wells, or I saw this on such and... We see things on other channels before we moved into our vans. We bought this stuff thinking we would use it. We don't use any of it. So she has a ton of stuff to give away in the free pile. So do I. So I brought a ton of stuff to give away. I also brought a solar unit and some panels, and she has some panels she's going to give away. One particular girl we're looking for, her name is Lauren, that she was on one of my lives, and she said she needed panels. So we are looking for her. We are at RTR, and I think she was too. If you know a Lauren that's at RTR that needs panels, we have some. Just to let you know. So contact me through the email. Anyway, so I'm just, kind of giving you an update on van life and a reminder. Van life is not for everybody. You have to put up with a lot from outside, the outside world judging you, and then the inside world. There are many people out here who just want. And then there are others who never ask for a thing, who need everything. And you learn about people. Really, really learn about the good people and the kind of, not so good. But you learn it really fast. You are among a lot of people here. Now, you can be alone all you want, but you still have to interact with people, human beings. You just have to. You can't escape it. So I just wanted to give you a reminder that van life is not for everyone. Van life is not a fantasy. We are not skipping along on a magical road to Oz, okay? We're just not. We're living our life just like you are, in a different manner. Again, I want to thank all my subscribers and all my Cash App people who have supported me this whole year. I want to thank you again. I'm going to thank you in every video from now until year end. Thank you for supporting this channel because, you know, it's just me. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, subscribing, and sharing.